Packed in a small, nondescript box, the signatures obtained by the PUP during their petition drive might seem inconsequential, but these signatures in binders hold the power to initiate a process which could remove a duly elected representative from office. The representative in the crosshairs is Elvin Penner, and the move to oust him is well underway.
Today we call it D-Day for the delivery of the signatures, which are the accounting signatures for the petition for the recall against Elvin Penner. We commenced this collection of signatures on the 3rd of October, and we did almost exactly a month of signature collection. And after that, we did the of the signatures at our office and with our committee. Subsequently, we delivered the signatures to the PUP Secretariat, who also did their vetting and then compiled all the information. We decided to have a word with the Governor General. He gave us an appointment for today, and we brought our committee and our people who were instrumental in the organization of the petition and delivered to the Governor General some 2,000 plus signatures just a while ago.
The petitions will be forthwith sent to the Chief Elections Officer, and in particular that will be today. The law provides that within 30 days of receipt of the petitions, the Chief Elections Officer must verify and thereafter certify whether the petitions signatures they actually correspond with what they have in their database. That has to be done within 30 days. And upon receipt of the certification from the Chief Elections Officer, the Governor General will thereafter, within 15 days, issue a writ of referendum to commence the recall of Elvin Penner.
The threshold on a recall referendum, and the PUP is confident it will get that far, is 65% of voters, which works out to a little less than 4,000 registered voters.
There is a 65% threshold that needs to be achieved. In other words, 65% of the voters will have to actually vote in that referendum. And depending on the outcome of a referendum, then there will be a by-election. If it is in favor of the People's United Party and the people of Kaya Northeast votes that they wish to recall Elvin Penner, 65% of the voters having come out to vote, and a simple majority votes that they in fact so wish to recall him, then there will be a by-election. In that by-election, Elvin Penner will not be able to contest the seat.
We did the first step, which was to gather the signatures. We've also done the second step, which was to vet the signatures and prepare it in a format to be presented here. And now we are at the third step, which is formally presenting it to the Governor General. We will now wait for government to do its part through the election and boundaries to go through the list, and then once the date is called, we are ready to go.
But while the PUP is ready to go, the real question is if they can pay their way. Mobilizing voters for a referendum process would require general election type mobilization, which means big money. Deputy Leader Julius Espat says this is a test of a system which they believe is fundamentally flawed.
If the PUP is not ready to do that, then we should pack up our bags and go home. We are here as one of the parties that have been in power before, and we are now in opposition, and we take our role seriously as the opposition. So yes, we are ready. We are ready at any time, and we will deal with whatever issue that comes up to make sure that we do what it takes to test the system. Remember, we are testing a system that we believe is flawed in the way it was proposed. But the only way to prove that is to really go on the ground and get the work done so the people can see. 65% is not an easy task. With all the money in the world, the system is set up. General election, for example, in Kaya South, you had a little bit over 70% of the population coming out to vote. So I believe that the government in place put this law for it to fail, and we are testing it.
There were reports of threats and intimidation when the petition was launched. That will be amplified in the event of a referendum. But PUP Kaya Northeast aspirant Lande Habet is confident that they'll get it done.
At the referendum, which will be held similarly to how an election is held, people will be able to go out there and express their sentiments, their views, and their feelings about all that has transpired. And I am confident that we will be able to get that 65%. We have to also realize that the scandal involving Mr. Penner is not the only thing that people have against this government right now. We have the issues of all the other anomalies that have occurred, and recently in the news we have heard other things that are occurring, and every day, every 2 days, there is something new coming up. So people are really annoyed at what is happening. They're really desperate and want to see a change in governance, and that change in governance can only come with a PUP government, because this government will not change the way they're running things right now. So I'm really confident that people will come out.
If all goes according to the PUP plan, there could be a new Cayo Northeast representative in place by mid-2014. Mike Rodon for News 5.